Bankruptcy doesn't destroy your life. It exposes the system that was already broken. The debt, the pressure, the silent fear. It was collapsing long before the paperwork. Bankruptcy simply made it visible, and that visibility is power. Most people believe bankruptcy is the end, but for many people, it becomes the beginning of real wealth. Imagine a 45-year-old parent, years of debt, constant stress, bills they stopped opening. Bankruptcy forced them to finally see the truth. For the first time, they understood their numbers. For the first time, they faced reality, and that clarity changed everything. Bankruptcy is not just financial. It is a forced reset, a moment of truth, a chance to rebuild with structure instead of hope. Most people see bankruptcy as failure. They see shame. They see loss. They see the end of the road. But smart people see something different. They see a reset, not punishment, a reset, a forced awakening, a moment where illusion disappears and reality becomes clear. Because here's what most people never admit. Debt is not just financial. It's behavioral, it's emotional, it's structural. It's years of small decisions, small compromises, small habits repeating quietly in the background, spending to relieve stress, avoiding the numbers, living beyond reality. And if nothing changes, the same patterns return. New credit cards, new stress, same outcome. Think about this. A person files bankruptcy. They feel relief. The pressure disappears, but inside, nothing has changed. The same habits remain, the same emotional triggers, the same financial behavior, and slowly, the cycle begins again. But smart people pause. They don't rush back to normal. They don't rebuild their old life. They rebuild differently. They ask different questions. What system failed? What habits created this? What must change permanently? Because bankruptcy removes illusion, and without illusion, clarity appears, and clarity creates control. And control changes everything. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people who file bankruptcy end up in financial trouble again. Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack opportunity, but because they rebuild the same life that created the problem. Bankruptcy removes debt. It does not remove behavior. The spending habits remain. The emotional triggers remain. The lifestyle pressure remains. And the same decisions create the same results. Someone clears their debt. They feel relief. Then they return to the same lifestyle, the same car payments, the same spending habits, the same financial pressure. Nothing changed except the balance. And slowly, the cycle begins again. Most people believe income solves financial problems. It doesn't. Without structure, more income creates more spending. Without discipline, more opportunity creates more risk. Money does not fix behavior. Systems do. Smart people don't rebuild their old life. They rebuild their behavior. They simplify. They reduce risk. They build control first. Because wealth is not built by chance, it is built by design. After bankruptcy, smart people don't chase money first. They rebuild behavior. They slow down spending. They simplify their lifestyle. They remove financial pressure. Because control comes before growth, and stability comes before wealth. Someone rebuilding after bankruptcy moves to a smaller home. They sell unnecessary expenses. They reduce monthly pressure. Not because they have to, because they choose control. Smart people control spending with systems. They track every dollar. They plan purchases. They remove emotional decisions because awareness changes behavior. They rebuild financial structure, emergency savings first, stable income second, credit last. They build safety before risk, because protection creates freedom. Smart people understand something powerful. Wealth is not luck. Wealth is structure. Wealth is discipline. Wealth is behavior repeated daily. And bankruptcy becomes the moment they finally build life by design. Bankruptcy is not the end of your story. It is the moment your real story begins. For the first time, you see clearly. For the first time, you choose intentionally. For the first time, you build with awareness. You are no longer reacting. You are designing. You are no longer surviving. You are building. You are no longer controlled by money. You control your financial life. Financial peace replaces pressure. Clarity replaces confusion. Structure replaces chaos. Because real wealth is not income. It is control. It is stability. It is freedom. This is what second chance wealth is about. Rebuilding intentionally, living deliberately, creating systems that protect your future, because wealth is not luck. It is built with discipline, clarity, and time. If you're rebuilding your financial life, you're in the right place.